Hey all, welcome back to Grand Mountain Adventure, Wonderlands. I'm Insedic, with me on this is Blank Tester.
Hey kids, how's it going?
And Matt Rocks 101.
I am returning again.
Yeah. So we're headed to Saint Luvette.
We're
gonna have fun. Yeah, it's France.
Oh,
It's French
yeah,
or some
so-
shit.
never mind. I don't like this level anymore.
Oh,
But if you skip the restaurants and beginner slopes, you will avoid most of the crowds.
that's probably true.
Is that just a real life tip?
Yeah.
Probably, I mean, you know, skiing is one of those things where it's not like a bell curve at all. I'd say most people are probably the beginners and then it just dips, you know?
I think so too, honestly. I skied, I think, 2 times or 3 times. I can't remember. And yeah, 95% of the people are in the beginner area, and
Yeah, I've
and there's
skied
like no
0
one up above
times.
it most of the time. There's like 3 people.
Yeah.
If you go to like the expert course, you're gonna be standing up there with one other person. I was
Yeah.
smart enough not to go up there more than once. I took
Yeah,
the
I had
tram
talked
back
before. Oh, I had talked before about my, skiing experience, which was, like one day each winter, my parents would take the family over to Snow Creek. I asked them, "Hey, where was it?" And they told me what place it was, and it was this place called Snow Creek, which was pretty close to Kansas City. I actually thought it was a lot more middle Missouri. The trip felt a lot longer. But anyway, yeah, since it was just like once a winter, no one ever remembered really how to ski. So yeah,
right.
it was always like, you spent the first part of it just relearning. They made you do the little, just grab the rope and it'll pull you up like one part of the hill and then just try to keep your balance on the way down. Congratulations, you remember how to ski, kind of thing. And then, yeah, I remember, it's been forever since I went there, so I only have the vaguest kind of memories in my mind. But yeah, I remember seeing like a jump or two, but that was on the, Black Diamond. And
yeah.
I mean, when we rode on the green path, I rode into a concrete ditch. I was not doing Black Diamond stuff,
Well, I mean,
that.
you may
Oh,
only
that was
have
me.
the
That was
vaguest,
actually me right there. When I
You may
did
only
the
have
Black
the
Diamond.
vaguest memories, but what happens in Vegas stays in Vegas.
I see, yeah.
Yeah.
What if it snowed in Vegas?
Whoa.
What if it snowed in Vegas? What if, dude?
I made a
What if
community
it did
post
that?
a few weeks ago when I finally advertised the Johnny Mosley Discord after a literal year plus of it running and me just being too lazy to advertise.
But what
it.
if it snowed in Vegas? Like, what if that happened?
Yeah, like what if?
Johnny Mosley
Yeah,
would
like,
turn
what
to his
if?
friends and say, "Jackpot."
Johnny was would be like, yeah.
Yeah.
He'd
Hit
make
me.
like that. He'd stick his tongue. What?
Oh.
Huh? Oh, did I
Zoomed
crash
backwards.
or something?
Yeah,
Yeah.
I think I crashed. Did I crash or something? Are we doing a let's listen? You just have the audio.
Yeah. Yeah, he's got. I mean, it's
There's
nice
actually,
music.
well, you think you're watching a let's play, but if you look at the video right now, you'll see it's a black screen. There hasn't been any gameplay this whole time.
Yeah.
viewer.
Right. I actually record this is my new process. I record the audio first, and then I go record the gameplay to line up with that.
Try to fit it to the
Yeah.
commentary.
To the audio you record.
But you don't have any planned topics or anything, so you're just hoping.
I mean,
that it's
this
relevant.
game is podcast mode, you know, so
Didn't
it
Retro
actually
Prey
makes
do that once where they did when
That's
they were
right.
when they making fun of deceased crab, they recorded the entire audio and then put as like a video there.
Yeah.
They were like, it doesn't matter what deceased crab video you watch, they're all the same.
They're all
That
the
was back
same.
when
and
Retro
then-
Prey was fucking mean.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They were fucking mean back then. Before they like stopped.
Yeah.
Before they started only commentating over hour-plus long, like game
games, yeah.
playthroughs.
Games that they didn't even play, which I always
Yeah,
thought
well-
was weird.
What do you mean?
Like, they had never played the game. They were seeing it for the first time.
Oh, yeah.
Games
Well,
that
I
they had
mean-
never played at all. It was like,
I mean,
that's kind of
I'm
weird.
seeing these games for the first time.
Yeah, but you're not riffing this game.
Oh, look at
video
this
is
shit.
like an hour
look at
plus
this
long.
dumb shit.
Yeah, look
Big
at this
piles
fucking, look
of
at
snow,
this. You call
dumb
this
shit.
physics? What is this even doing? How does it get
Look
up
at-
there? How the fuck
at
is
this.
it getting up there? How does that work? This bullshit.
Look at this Cindy Lou Who bullshit. All these people on the mountain expect to see the Grinch or some shit.
Yeah.
Is that good? Is that content?
Expected to see the Grinch.
I'm
The birds even-
Grinching. I'm Grinching.
The birds even follow you on the ski lifts.
That's kind of cute. I didn't even notice that.
Like Matt, watch the
Yeah,
birds. They'll
I've
literally follow you.
yeah,
like-
no, I see that. I'm watching them.
Like they'll kind
Those stupid
of.
fucking birds, am I right? No, I'm just
Yeah, fuck them.
fucking birds.
Whoa.
Really? It's
Hi
fine.
guys, my name's Slow Beef, and this is
You think that wasn't even really what their style was? Though.
I
They
know.
were a little bit mean, but that wasn't really.
Matt, are you blowing your mic out?
No.
Shuck. Okay.
It sounded like it.
Yeah. Well,
Yeah, fuck
Slow
that
Beef
guy.
may have been Retsupre, but Insetic here was Insetsupre.
I remember
Yeah.
that.
Yeah.
Rest in peace.
I remember my goal was to get on an Insetsupre when I met you guys. I wanted to
What?
do that so bad.
We're pretty close to your, like, 10-year Insetic-versary. I think if I remember right, it was pretty much, like, the very end of 2013, or
Yeah,
the
it
very
was
start of 2014.
October 2013, I believe.
Oh, shit.
Yeah.
I love the idea that
Years.
I love the idea of celebrating people's like incentiversaries, so that you could like just making their anniversaries about you.
Yeah.
You know, like I've got an anniversary. Like, oh man, it's been 10 years since you met me.
Right. Dude, even
That's
though we
great.
haven't talked, even though, like, I haven't talked to him for years, like, I don't know the last time you talked to him, imagine we bust down, like, Jamie the D's door in real life, and it's like,
Yeah.
hi, remember me? Well,
Yeah.
it's been 10 years!
What about Yolo Allen? Do you still talk to him?
Every once in a
Yeah,
while.
yeah.
Very
Bust down
rarely.
his door.
Yeah.
Say how many years
He now
it's been
he
since
goes
you
by
met
a
him?
different name now. He goes by Mr. Longreach.
Oh, I see.
Yeah, because he's really tall.
I didn't want to use the wrong name.
He has a
that's my
long
bad.
reach.
Yeah.
They call him C-Snap because, you know,
He loves to snap.
he loves to snap.
Yeah, because his name is Chris and he loves to snap. You guys remember Crazy Legs?
Yeah.
They call him that because he's crazy and he
And
has,
has
legs.
legs. Yeah. I miss Crazy Legs.
He never uploaded again.
That's so
That's
sad.
like it was his only video, and I think it's still up. It's like his only fucking video.
I hope it wasn't us that made Crazy
No,
Legs
no,
stop.
no, 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 no.
I
'Cause
don't
he had-
think it was.
I don't think it was. Like he just straight up never uploaded again,
I
ever.
just never bothered.
Like he never bothered. Like there
I
was
mean, he
one.
didn't really
that
have
one
anything
kid,
to say in that one video.
Yeah. That one, the chat room chaos kid also like just never uploaded again, like unrelated.
Could be related.
There was like a bunch of them where it was like their only video on their channel
You're making
was
it-
this video.
Matt, you're making it sound like we killed a bunch of people's channels.
We did, but I just think it's funny
You're
that like
saying
there's
we
so
didn't,
many of these
and
that
then
are
you're
still,
still
up.
saying it's you, Matt. The way you let me reframe what you're saying, and you'll hear what I'm hearing.
Okay.
It's really crazy how, unrelated to us, all these people just stopped making videos after we made fun of them.
No, I'm saying they stopped making
One
videos
by
before
one.
we made fun of them.
No, okay.
Except
yeah.
that, but the format for Minecraft Mockeries was that we would look for videos that were uploaded within the
Oh,
hour.
you know that is true, yeah. But like,
Yeah.
you think
Oh,
if they were
yeah,
upset, they
right.
would delete the video?
Hey, get out of here! Beginner courses and restaurants. Fuck that. No, is that a restaurant?
There's
They're just having a
tables there.
French rave. All right, that's
Were those, like, chairs that you'd put down by the pool where you, like, suntan on them?
maybe.
Look like it, no.
I feel like it would be really, really fun to have a restaurant with outdoor seating up here on a mountain with like
Yeah, I mean,
really,
those
really
exist.
hot food. Really hot food.
Okay.
I like how
Without
the little...
the really hot food, those exist. Like, you know, Breckenridge. I've been to Breckenridge.
That's
and you take
not
them-
high enough in a mountain. No. I'm talking about like outdoor seating where you're freezing your dicks off.
Yeah, it's
And
like
then
Summit.
and you're like, holy fuck, can we sit inside? And it's like, no, there's no inside seating. And then they bring the food out to you, and you're like, oh fuck, Jesus. And it's like a Chinese restaurant, and they've got like a poo-poo platter with like the little fire in front, like that you could like cook the skewers on. And everybody's got their hands up and their toes are frozen off. Man.
You said like no indoor seating, and I'm like, what, do they build a Sonic at 20,000 feet?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
You have to bring your car up there.
Oh, God.
They will not accept if you're not in the car.
No. Then you're ruining my idea. My idea was that you sitting out in the fucking cold.
No, he's talking about the Sonic.
I don't care. I want this to be an outdoor seating Sonic.
Right.
I don't want you to have a car.
Right.
I don't want you to have a goddamn car.
Also, at that point, you don't have any oxygen. You run out of air. You know?
Yeah, they'll give you oxygen tanks, which is great right next to the very hot food.
Well, I was gonna say, and also like you have to like hold your breath and take a bite, and then put the oxygen tank mask back on.
That's true. That is true. You can't breathe in while you're. Yeah.
You can't breathe and eat at the same time. You know.
But maybe we could get some food that's like really hot that is also somehow works with the lack of oxygen in some way. I don't know.
Soup?
No. I asked.
What?
I'm trying to be creative here, man. I'm trying to push the boundaries of culinary possibilities, and you suggested soup.
Yeah. No oxygen needed soup.
Okay.
You ever had that?
Well,
I was hoping you'd suggest something.
problem.
Yeah. Okay.
I don't know. As much
I'm just thinking, like, at low pressures, you know, liquids and solids behave differently. Gases behave differently. So maybe you could do something with that, like decarbonated something or other. Oh, did you just clip into that rock?
Kinda. Yeah.
See what I mean? At high altitude, shit happens.
Physics falls apart. Yeah.
Yeah. That's why when you get farther and farther and farther away from Earth, things just don't make sense anymore.
You know,
you go to space,
that's why,
it doesn't
like,
make sense.
Physics 101 tests are like, assume there is no air resistance, assume friction is zero, assume you are not above 14,000 feet, and physics is falling apart around you.
Hang on.
Right,
Speaking
now
of
figure it out.
getting further and further away from Earth, you know, like flat Earth conspiracy theory, right? That's like...
It's not a conspiracy theory.
Okay, I
It's
found
just
my
the
new
truth.
favorite conspiracy theory of
Oh,
all
really?
time.
Okay.
And you're really gonna like this one, because it's SDC related almost. 9/11 didn't happen. There were no towers there, ever.
You know, there are people who think 9/11 didn't happen.
I love this conspiracy theory so much. It's
Look at how mad I am.
It's flat
Nice.
Earth here, because it makes no sense at all.
I mean-
9/11 didn't happen. There were never towers.
You know, I've recently...
Towers were never there.
Okay, that is not part of the commonly held 9/11 conspiracy, or 9/11
No, that's what I'm
conspiracy
saying.
theory,
That's what I said. It's
But
like
that
a
is
new
an
one I
interesting
heard.
idea. I do like the idea that
There
the
were
towers
never
were
towers.
never
The
there.
whole thing was faked. It didn't happen. The entire thing was fake.
Like, okay, I've been recently watching more flat Earth content because it's very interesting, and I don't watch it on my main account. And
Obviously.
and one of the things that I found really interesting is that when confronted with the fact that basic trigonometry should tell you how high the moon is, if it's really just like a flat plane with the moon fairly close, right? Like if it's somewhere between 6,000 and 10,000 miles above the surface of the Earth, we should just be able to use trigonometry. I'm standing at one location, and my angle to the moon is 1, and is some angle, and then Connor's standing somewhere else. He sees the moon, and he measures his angle, and we just use that to figure out how you know, we know how far away we are. So how high is the moon? When confronted with that claim, some flat earthers, specifically, I don't feel bad about shouting his name out. Nathan Oakley, in particular, says his response is he doesn't make a claim about the height of the moon. Now, he's not saying that the math shouldn't work. He's just saying he doesn't make a claim about it. And I'm like, how is that an acceptable response?
Guys,
What the fuck
so
are you
here's a
talking
village
about?
that burned down and then got buried by an avalanche during one unfortunate night.
Good lord.
That is a very unfortunate night that both of those things happened at once.
Yeah.
Les Ruins.
Les
Les Miserables.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know. Like, on all the other places, it seems to be kind of standard grammar and such. And then, yeah, here on the French level, they just go wild with the les blank Also,
I mean,
we're above
I think
the
it means
clouds,
the.
but yet below the clouds.
Yeah, well,
what is
yeah.
happening here?
Also, like,
More
yeah,
clouds.
those mountains would stretch out into the, I don't know, fucking universe.
Jesus.
Why does it let you do this?
It just lets you turn the
This is
camera on.
telescope mode.
I know, but why is that in the game?
Because it's nice to look around and get your bearings and stuff.
Oh,
Check this out. Only Insedic can do this perfectly first try.
Holy
Damn.
shit.
He did it perfectly first.
Yeah,
try.
let's see Nathan Oakley do
Les
that.
The serpent.
It reminds me of that old Flash cartoon, like, fire the missiles, but I am tired.
End
Alright,
of the
let's-
world, yeah.
Oh, I do not dare to go down that spooky slope.
Too spooky.
I'm pretty sure this
There
is just
there better be
Helgen.
fucking ghosts here.
I wanted Matt specifically for that line, because I just like the idea of dare not go down that spooky slope.
Slope is too spooky.
Oh shit.
Because
Yeah, I don't
these
blame him, dude.
ruins
Look
and
at
such
this.
are supposed to be like haunted, because it's the place that burned down and then got buried by an avalanche.
Yeah, I'm gonna say, like, buried by an avalanche is like insult to injury, sure, but like it already burned the fuck down.
It was
like what happens to
stone.
it afterwards is irrelevant.
It's stone, it's up on a mountain where there's low oxygen. I'm starting to think this may have been either some kind of restaurant accident in my desired restaurant,
super
or,
hot
Extremely hot food.
or maybe it was sabotage,
Dare not go down.
or both.
You're right, it is stone. How did it burn
Dare
down?
not go down that spooky slope.
I mean, how did Helgen burn down in fucking Skyrim?
magic.
cock.
Magic.
Yeah, I guess a dragon
Magic
did
fire.
that.
Le crazy jump.
Why is it
They really
like
are just
this?
naming them the crazy jump, the serpent, the chicken. I think the called.
Go to France, they use le unironically.
Yeah. Wow. My face when.
My face a win.
Do you think Crazy Legs would have liked this jump?
It's a crazy jump.
Oh god, I can't think of the word I'm thinking of, but I can hear exactly how he said it. Not connotation, but what's up, YouTube? It's
Yeah.
your boy Crazy Legs. Like, that'll never leave my mind.
Yeah. My man, Crazy Legs.
He's
so
crazy,
crazy.
and he has legs.
You remember the jumping? What was it? The diving board?
Yes.
Didn't unrelated? Didn't Blake get really into making diving boards in Minecraft?
Yeah,
After
yeah,
that?
that was like his first project on
I
our
don't know. I
Minecraft
didn't ever
server
play
way
Minecraft
back in the
with you
day
guys.
to make a diving board.
You guys would always play, and my mom would come in and fucking yell at me to go to bed, and so I would just have to listen to you guys play Minecraft because if I did anything, it made too much noise.
Yeah.
Damn.
Do you remember that? I remember that.
Oh, I remember that. It'd be like 2:30 in the afternoon. Your mom would say that you were making too much noise, and it's like,
Yeah.
I don't know what to tell you, ma'am. It's daytime.
It hit 7 o'clock at night. My mom was going to bed.
Yeah.
You were
I
like
hate
Harry
that I
Potter.
feel like that now sometimes, where like, if it's like
Now
7
you
o'clock
get
at
it.
night, I'm ready
Dude,
to fucking go
oh
to
my
sleep.
god. Yeah, I started a new medication that like made me more tired more early, but also not really like body tired, just mind tired.
Yep.
But that means that yeah, if it'll hit like 6 o'clock or 7 o'clock, and I'll be so mentally tired that I'll just want to like lay down. And it's like, it's 7 p.m. Why am I doing this now?
I get
like,
now
can
where
I
you're
stay
when
up just a few
when I was
more hours?
watching a movie with my mom, and she'd be like, "Oh, I'm not sleeping. I just have my eyes closed." I'm like that now.
I
Where
think
like
it's
I'm hanging out on
fascinating.
my couch, and I close my eyes, and then I'm not sleeping. I just got my eyes closed.
I think it's absolutely fascinating that for the 10-year Mativersary, or Incetiversary, or Matt's 10-year Incetiversary, we can really reflect on the fact that 10 years ago we were like young and cool, and all we talked about was crazy shit, and I was always bringing up Sonic Adventure 2, and there were all these memes on the channel, and now all we do is we come up with dumb ideas half-heartedly, and then complain about being old.
Well, I was 17
The
back
audience
then. I'm
demographic
27
has
now.
changed. Yeah, well,
What do you want from me?
I mean, I saw it once, and I'll repeat it again. That didn't make any sense. I saw someone post this on Twitter that when you hit 25, you instantly get a permanent debuff.
Yeah.
You do.
Yeah, for sure. I mean, 27 is the new 2700. I feel ancient.
It feels like it, yeah. Unfortunately, it's not an RTX 2700.
You know what? Wrap me up like a mummy. Just get me a good pillow, but like just put me in a fucking sarcophagus and put me in a pyramid, and I'll be good.
I feel like an ancient vampire that has just drank blood, so I look like I'm young enough, but I have none of the benefits of being an ancient vampire and all of the weaknesses.
Damn.
Only instead of being fast and agile, I'm slow and stupid.
Bob, is this the curse of Strahd? Is this his curse?
Yeah, this was the curse all along.
Was this the curse all along of Strahd?
The curse was discovering that old still means what it meant in the 1400s, which is turning 25.
Right. We just took the E off the end of old sometime in there.
At some point, we decided that, like, human life expectancy is going up and up and up, so the cap for old is going up. No, it's not. No, it is not.
You hit 25, you're fucking old now.
You continue
not
to
yet.
start
Science
feeling
might
like shit.
Science might get us to a point where people don't feel like shit at the age of 25, but it's not there yet. It ain't there.
I feel that, honestly.
If you aren't being athletic, if you aren't athletic now and you're under 25, start. You need to start now.
Yeah, right now. It's
right
not
now.
Gonna get you better.
Turn off this video and go start, because like, it is an uphill battle after that.
Though, I will say, going back to the topic of us, because I'm self-centered like that. That
it is
back in the past, there could be some really middling commentary and whatever. Like I was rewatching my Dark Summit speedrun. Remember that? And we had to commentate for like 50 minutes, and it was just like, I don't know, really slow and back and forth. Like, you and I could put together a conversation, right now about anything and make it more enjoyable and exciting.
You think?
I mean,
I don't know.
You talked about Tagged for...
Yeah, that's because
15 minutes.
I was still on my mind. And it does, by the way, amuse me that afterwards, unrelated to us recording, you continued to ask me questions. Not immediately afterwards, but like a week later, you asked me about Tagged. And that makes me very excited to show you Tagged.
Yeah, because it ran through my mind, and I thought of...
How on earth can they spend a whole season not talking to each other, even though they're speaking to each other? It's an amazing
Root Extreme.
What the hell?
You mean Le Root Extreme? I think it's
Le Root. It's actually French, so it's pronounced Route Extreme.
Extreme.
Yeah.
Right.
You gotta roll your R's when you speak.
Is that what you did? You didn't roll your R.
Yeah, you didn't either.
Yeah, I know. I'm just saying
you've got to roll your R's, he says after saying extreme.
You do as I say, not as I do.
Yeah. Judge me for what I have done, not for what I will do.
My favorite Patrick Henry quote.
Patrick Henry, the man.
That made-up guy.
Yeah.
I'm a little sad about... The other day, I was just, playing some game, and I saw that Blake was playing Thief on Steam, and I thought...
He's been playing it for a while now.
I was like, oh shit, Thief, that's a cool game. And so I thought, let me shoot him a message, and I sent him a message that was like, hey, put that stuff back, stealing is wrong. And he just didn't respond to me.
Oh, was it on Steam you sent?
Yeah. But he was playing Steam.
I think
he was playing a game. Oh, messages turned off?
I think he's got messages, pop-ups turned off.
Oh, okay. Then I'll just shoot him a message on Discord.
Yeah, you gotta send him on Discord, I believe.
I'm gonna recommend the System Shock remake, because holy shit.
Is it good? I really want to
Oh, it's so good.
Is it on
sale? It is so good.
Oh, is the Steam sale over? Did I miss it?
No.
Hi, everyone. I'm dating this recording right now.
As of recording, I think it's the final day.
Oh, nope, it's over. I just checked.
Really?
Hi, everyone. I dated this recording.
it was only,
It was 2 weeks.
No, I was gonna say it was only $6 off, so you wouldn't have saved that much money anyway.
I apparently own System Shock Enhanced Edition already. Interesting. I don't.
Enhanced Edition's good, the System Shock remake is like new assets and stuff.
Yeah, it's a remake. Yeah, Enhanced Edition's still the original game.
Apparently,
I didn't know I owned the Enhanced Edition.
Yeah, they did make a couple changes. I thought it was 1-to-1 the same, and it is not 1-to-1 the same. The changes they made were like basic quality of life stuff, and like changed some stuff to make like it's still balanced in a good way, but it's a little different. One of the things that they changed was there used to be paper, like notes on paper that were just like around on levels, and if you like blew something up nearby them, they would just get destroyed, and you wouldn't be able to read that paper anymore. And sometimes there would be like codes for a door on the paper, and that's not a thing anymore. They either moved them around or put them on like keypads.
Did you see the dev of the original System Shock play the remake?
Oh, really?
Yeah, he had
Which
a
one?
live stream where he played the remake, and he had something really interesting to say, which was, he said that they kept like hard mode where you have to beat the game in like 7 hours or
set
something.
time. Yeah.
And he said that they regretted doing that because he said all the true gamers would immediately skip to hard mode and then not be able to beat the game in time and get really mad.
Yeah, for sure.
He was like, we kind of regret adding that time limit to hard mode. We probably should not have done that.
I think that would have been nice on a second playthrough. Like if you've beaten the game once, it unlocks a timed mode or something. That would have been better.
But I was like, I didn't even think about that. Like, I thought games were just supposed to be harder back then. But he said, no, people were having bad experiences.
I mean, they had It's like the difference between back then and now is like back then they still had difficulty in mind as creators, but there were less ways to get that immediate feedback or update your game, right? So you release a game that's too hard, and then you go, fuck, we released a game that's too hard.
I always found it fascinating the changes you would see on PS2 games because they didn't have like live updating like they did. Okay, if you made changes to like a PC game, right? Like you released a PC game, you could theoretically have a patch on the internet for someone to download for that, right?
And it would
wouldn't
be probably
download
hosted on your website.
But they could download a patch manually and patch the game.
The same way porn games have a patch to unlock that kind of thing. Yeah.
Exactly. But I always found it fascinating how you'd see like a PS2 game that had bugs, and what would they do? They would just re-release the PS. They would make a new version of it.
Print the new disc,
Yeah, they would make a new disc, and then they would stop selling the old disc.
The weirdest thing for me was just that weird in-between period where Halo 2 had a multiplayer map pack disc that it would install the multiplayer map pack to your Xbox, and then you could hand the disc off to your friends.
That's so
and it's
like weird to think about that.
Or like also in that kind of middle ground, like the early Xbox 360 days where Microsoft only let you have like 1 or 2 patches. So things like the orange box, Team Fortress 2 or whatever is like, I think like literally locked to some point in time where Valve ran out of patches.
Yeah, and they just weren't allowed to patch it further. Like, that's so strange.
It's really weird to think about, like, how it was treated back then, I feel like, I know that they use trickle
Trickle-down economics, Reaganomics.
Yeah, trickle-down economics. No, it's waterfall. It's called waterfall.
Oh.
Waterfall development.
Sure. That's what,
I totally know what you're talking about.
Yeah, obviously.
I don't. So
okay, well, it's different than agile development in that you're not expected to iterate after release.
Oh.
You're expected to do everything, and then that's the release, and you don't iterate after the release, as opposed to something like agile, where you're expected to have continuous iterative
updates
releases.
Yeah.
I don't think they do waterfall development for stuff anymore. I think Agile's mostly replaced it.
I mean, because it's just so easy to patch now.
Yeah, well, that's what I was going to say. I find it interesting that, they didn't make a lot of these games with patches in mind because you weren't expected to be able to patch it easily. Only patches for extremely critical stuff when it came to, like, most console games.
Yeah, like a security thing.
Yeah, and then they shipped out a new disc.
It's so weird. Sorry, this is kind of a topic moving, but it's so weird that there are a few games, not a lot, but a few that you can use to mod old consoles. Like, there's just something in Tony Hawk 4 that allows you to mod your, like, Xbox if you use that. But it's like, what is that? What is the thing that it shares the same across like the 6 games that work, but are not in any other Xbox game that you can't use those? You know,
If I had to guess, it would be something the devs left in without thinking about it.
Yeah, some kind of
Like
dev
they
tool
give you
or...
they give you the toolkit to produce on that console, and you have to use whatever console specific stuff is available to you. You got a lot of debugging stuff. Maybe you need to access something. Maybe something's not working, so you need more direct access, right? Like I need to access something on the hardware itself because something's not working. I want to see if it's something wrong with the hardware itself, so I'm going to use the tools and then give myself access to the hardware level and check. And then all those tools just get left in sometimes, and then now somebody else can use that disk to access something hardware level.
I just saw a video recently about the dev team for Pikmin 1 on the disc for Pikmin 1 left the PC debug version of the game on the disc. So if you take the Pikmin GameCube disc and put it in your PC, you can just open it in the File Explorer, and you need a file from like an older Windows version, but once you drop that into the folder, it just works. You can just play Pikmin 1 on PC.
I absolutely believe that. You saw all that kinds of stuff. And I mean, it's not like devs are sloppy. It's just
not
making games
perfect.
are hard.
You can't, because the game doesn't have a memory card, it can't save, and so it crashes in certain spots, but like the entire game is there, so like in theory,
that is a Sun Beach. That is one. You're right.
My stomach is too full to move. He had too much of Bob's piping hot food.
Yeah, somebody piped it right into his goddamn gullet.
His belly is on fire.
It was like they were doing foie gras with people.
Whoa.
Yeah. That's what I want. And I want it to burn. I want it to hurt when you do this.
See, I post some insane fucked up shit on Discord and people are like, what the fuck? But then you say some fucked up shit and it's like,
and you know what?
Go,
it's the
man, go.
It's the tone I say it with, right? I say it with such confidence that people go like, hey, maybe that's a good idea.
It's the equivalent of walking into a building wearing a suit, and having confidence and no one
just acting
stops
like you work there,
Yeah, I walk in with a Grateful Dead t-shirt, and everybody goes, that seems like a good idea. But you walk in with a suit, and they go, ugh, stuffy old dude.
You walk onto one of my, Let's Play videos, just ready to go.
Yeah.
You've got a 6-shooter of a mouth already.
Yeah, and I'm ready for it to be. I'm ready for somebody to stick a tube in it and pour piping hot food into the 6-shooter mouth, so that I stop talking and start eating. Foie gras, but for humans.
Yeah,
I'm losing it.
That's the restaurant idea. This is no longer about. I don't even care about the mountain aspect of it. It could be deep underwater. I don't care. I'm gonna make a mod for the original BioShock.
Just go out here.
Yeah, you can. I'm gonna make a mod for the original BioShock where in Rapture there's a fucking restaurant where you can sit down and have food piped into your mouth. Because I think Andrew Ryan would appreciate my vision.
It lets you get pretty far back here before it says out of bounds.
Yeah, well.
Yeah, it does. I think stop talking, start eating should be a restaurant slogan.
Yeah.
Stop talking, start eating.
Yeah.
That's pretty good.
You just ask, and they when you walk into the front, they say like, "How many pipes?" And that's
how many pipes of
how many pipes? How many pipes do we get? And it's not about how many seats, because in the restaurant you take up one seat, but you can have multiple pipes come into your mouth.
Right.
How many pipes are we gonna need? You've got 4
Larry
people.
Queen shit, dude. That's straight up Larry Queen shit.
Yeah. I think Larry Queens would do it.
I'm taking it back, dude.
Larry Queen's throwing it way back, yeah. Alright, well, that was Saint Luvette, and I hope to see you next time on Grand Mountain Adventure Wonderlands.